Testing. Is this thing on? There are these are the word selections. I would just go over a little bit of what I know. I haven't actually gone far into the game, so the best I can take in this is up to honestly clay, just not very far, sadly. Now, word generation. Each has preset settings, but let's say you don't want any of these, or you want standard but you want to fix it, you can do that. Now, for me personally, I like to do like a grace timer of 2 days, just because you can it like Minecraft. You can have keep inventory on death or not. Timers of item decay. I like 30 minutes if I have it on, but most of the time I don't because I'm just playing around. Survival challenges. Seasons are enabled. I didn't. This actually wasn't here last time I played. Days per month. If you really want to get into it, you can have a one-to-one thing where each month is a full-on day. True winter is always on. Cave-ins. I'm turning this one. I'm not going to turn this on because that feels like that can cause some issues. Underground farming. Prevent liquid source transport. That's weird. I'll just leave it at that. Player health. It can go down to 30, 35. Health regen, you can choose. I would just keep it normal. Hunger rate, normal. I don't know why you would need a full hour of being underwater. This is a bit weird to be able to change. Increase their hostilities, their strength. Oh geez. Swim speed, holy spoil rate. Affects how much time is needed before the sapling thrown. So if you do it extremely slow, that's going to take a very long time. But I'm going to do just slightly faster. It should be roughly a day. That will keep it at that. Most cute blocks. Color accurate. Temper stability. Yeah, I'm not really gonna bother with those. And there we go. That creates. And here we go. Good enough. Now, here's the classes. Everyone knows most people probably know these. Commoner, nothing special. Hunter, you get the set. You are focused, so you do 20% more range damage. Basically, you do more damage with bows and spears, anything ranged. You get 10% more animal loot and 25% faster harvest speed. You walk 10% faster, and you get an exclusive craftable bows and arrows. Which also, this little menu right here, is a snazzy little guy, where this not only is a tutorial, it is also a guide to oh yeah, it's a guide to certain game mechanics, almost all game mechanics actually, including how to make pie, which is interesting. The every single usage and crafting of said block, and there's a lot. It even shows you these. But yeah, you do the hunter. You do less melee damage and less ore. You are forge, so you do yeah. I mostly just go commoner since I don't really know much of this yet. So, vintage story. A, as most people call it, adult Minecraft, harder adult Minecraft. Now, this did originally actually start as a mod for Minecraft, but due to the creators having realizing the limitations of Forge and I think Fabric, they decided to work on their own engine. Uh, Now that is a temporal storm, and usually I would have a mod or two that would give me a hub display. It would go about here. It would tell me the current time. It would have the stability, the day, and in the options they would have a, I think it goes here or something, somewhere on the UI, they would actually show the real time of your computer, so you can keep track of the time. Now, I apparently got fairly unlucky with the spawn and didn't find flint. I almost said gravel. Nope. Nope. Why is there another one? Ugh. I should be headed this way. This is, oh. Even I don't know all the buttons. C is your stats and your trait. These, you have a little nutrition thing. Nope, that's chat. E is your crafting. Hey, crafting and inventory. Now, at the start, you only have your hotbar, so you want to get gravel as quickly as possible, and then harvest those. The cattails, which I'm trying to find gravel. Not gravel, flint. And you would find them like you would find with the stones, just laying on the ground. I don't think that really has any usage. Wow, this world is... a bit unlucky. Like, not trying to be rude, game, but where's all the flint? You flint? Nope. You're not flint. This is not... Here it is. Here's some. This is... So sorry about that. This is not how I wanted to start a review. This is the chipping system. Now, some new people would do this, each individual one, when in reality, you can just disconnect the rest from the main. And knife head. Nope, nope. Still don't. Got a flint knife. Nope, nope. Gee, there we go. Now with the flint knife, I can harvest these. Now, the bottom portion... Okay, bye. Bottom portion is to, if you want to regrow or something getting food. Ooh. These are always, you always keep an eye out for the berry bushes. what I'm crafting with... Nope. Beeps. I'm crafting is a basket, which the recipe is... It requires 8 these cattails to make 1 basket, which gives me 3 extra slots. Make some this. To make 1. Now, as I mentioned, this is a harder version. That wasn't there before. This is a harder version, so the first few nights, it is recommended to not actually sleep, because at the beginning, what's the word? You will lose hunger, even when you sleep. So for the first first night, you would have to... Oh yeah, you would find clay, which surprisingly we haven't came across any. And there is different shades of dirt for a reason. So this stuff is medium fertility, which is... yeah. It's not the greatest, but thankfully though, when you're in here, you can have the option to pause the game. Tutorial. Use AWSD and shift. Hold Alt to release your mouse. Okay. Press Tab to close the window. Now, EC, find 3 flint. Technically. Now find 5 sticks, which you can actually get sticks from these. There we go. Now it wants me to use 2 stone to create a knife blade. Even though I already have one. Guess I'll just make a second one. I'll craft a knife. It is a bit of a slow process to cut wood and everything. For reason, it cuts the whole tree. I would have liked if that was a bit bigger. Oh, no, wrong way. This way. Now, the blue bar is my hunger bar, so I don't know what we do with feathers. So, make arrows, which are something I'd like to also mention. Is okay. There's more quartz here. Oh, that's a lot of quartz. It usually means there's a node nearby. So, as I was saying, night. It gets really dark, and like that's no surprise. But since I have a grace period on, nothing should spawn. What I am more worried about is how we haven't left, how it hasn't stopped raining. So, in Vintage Story, wait, is this breaking? No, I need, oh, it's one, that's why. In Vintage Story, how to put it? Oh yeah, the rain and water, for obvious reasons, puts out torches. So if you're near, like, a body of water, lake, or a little pond, well, usually lake, it will, nope, here, area in this, wow, I cannot speak. Rainfall in this area is very common. Current rift activity is very high. That's that. Now, what the hub mod that I was usually play with does is it moves this, basically, up to here. What's this? This does not look like copper, but okay. You just, Mona, yep. Oh, you. Yeah. Excuse me. There, I can break pine. Now, I don't know what, Walnut probably didn't want to break because it was so big. And obviously, I will be doing cuts and everything. Since this is a review, and then I'm doing more like a starting gameplay, which I can't even give a proper guide with all this rain. Oh! I didn't realize how much there was. Now it wants me to make firewood. Okay. Firewood is axe and wood. So let's do these. Boom, boom. Now, Time to collect dry grass again. 1, 2, 3. Now, time to invent fire. I'd like to find a little not so wet spot, but I don't think I'm gonna get lucky. How long does this say it? Okay, less than a day. That's what I like to see. Anyways, here are some berries, which I'm in need of. Berries are good. What's even better is if I can learn cooking. Yeah, this is a read version of the tutorial that we're going through. No, I'm just gonna press H on these. Make these, this can go into juice. Wait, what? Oh, that can be made into one. Okay. Noted. Yeah. Usually that stuff isn't for a long while. Wow, that's a lot of copper. Just laying around. So, there's a type of storm, and we actually got two things to talk about right here. First is... Let's just temporarily, do that, I guess. Got the fire starter, which is 2 sticks and... There. Now make a torch. Again. Do you 1 stick? Congratulations, you have now concluded the starting tutorial. Nice. Now, this right in front of us, first, can I make a... Shit, that's a lot. Okay, I don't have that much. I don't have that either. Yeah, storage is not really a thing that can be provided much. Oh, whatever. These are remainings of little ruins, which normally, if it wasn't so in the ground, would have... This way? I can never tell the direction the ruins actually facing. Yeah, it's this way. They would have little barrows. Like, loot barrows. Now, the issue with this one is I think it's a downwards. I can't be too certain. This also just might be a complete... Wait, oh wait, there's remains here. It likes to be hidden in ruins. That's how it goes. Anyways. The ones in the water are usually a lot more annoying. Nope, this one might just be one of those empty ones. Because commonly, often or not, they will be mostly empty. Now, I don't want to go there just yet. Now, this is a trader that completely blocked themselves up because I am backwards. Oh, around the trader is a protection area, so it can't be destroyed. These guys have information. Usually trading stuff, which I'm actually surprised this one's selling these. This is what you can buy, this is what you can sell. Nothing much. Now, for the sake of video, I guess. Whoop. Let's introduce Temporal Storms. Now this usually would happen if a Temporal Storm has activated, your sanity would rapidly drop. But since I'm purposely being inside a portal, it's going to drain my sanity, as you can see down here. Now, normally, if your sanity gets low enough, you're supposed to start A, hallucinating creatures, and you can actually get killed by them, because they will start hitting you. But B, there's supposed to be... You hear that type of stuff, and it even scares me. Ugh. Maybe it is an entity, but because of the... Oh, you're supposed to meet Frank, as apparently people call them. Call it. It's a ginormous creature that acts like a hallucination, and is very creepy. Now, yeah, I don't got anything else. Not very much a guide, just a sneak peek, I should be saying. But yeah, I never did manage to find clay, which is annoying. So, I'll just say it. To find clay, you would normally look around areas, but more often or not, finding it actually is a bit tricky, because it's ever so slightly different shade. So you can easily just run over it, and at real, I probably have. But the main difference is the side view of the block becomes a it's very noticeably clay. But yeah, that is all for this Vintage Story Go Talk. I'll still put the game's link in the description and a link to their site. It's not buyable on Steam or anything. It's an independent thing. Yeah.